Hey, how are ya? Hey, how are ya? I guess he doesn't want to say, hey, how are ya? Hey, how are ya? We had our wedding party this Saturday at the house in the backyard. 100 closest friends and family came and enjoyed. I'm so tired, so much work, a lot of good times and memories and all that good stuff. Didn't really feel like leaving the house and shooting a video this week, but it's Monday night. Tent company's picking up the tent tomorrow, and so tonight I'm going to sleep under my wedding tent. My yard is absolutely trashed. 100 people's worth of foot traffic and pulling out chairs and all that good stuff, so I'm embarrassed to say that usually my yard is immaculate, and right now it is not. Look at our venue for the evening. These are 20 by 40 tents, 2 of them. So with the string lights under here, the ambiance and accoutrement tonight is going to be pretty awesome. Big wine bar, all beers you could possibly imagine, every fruity seltzer vodka kind of drink in a can you could imagine, full dessert table, party favors. We gave away little plants so they could grow with our love, and the weather was absolutely perfect. It was about 80 degrees, not a cloud in the sky, not a drop of rain. We had family in town Friday afternoon through yesterday afternoon, Sunday. Today's Monday. The tent company was supposed to come take the tent, tables, and chairs this morning. Yesterday when I was cleaning up, I'm like, this is a tent. I need a video for this week. It's already set up for me. I don't have to do any work. I just walk out my back door, tent is set up, we're camping under the wedding tent tonight. Part of me wishes I would have camped under this last week, but there was never a good night to camp under here when all the wedding accoutrement was set up. So I did most of the teardown, left myself a nice table, and definitely have all the chairs in the world. So if any of you subscribers are knowing that I'm shooting this right now and want to come set up, there's room for all of you. So it has been raining since yesterday afternoon, almost non-stop. It'll rain for an hour, stop for an hour, rain for an hour, stop for an hour. It is calling for more rain tonight. So this tent leaks a little bit. You can see, probably not as good as I can, but there are like little holes everywhere. And yeah, there's like a ton up there. It's hard for you to see, but you can definitely, I don't know if you guys can see that, but I can count like 60 little holes. So I think my plan tonight is, if I can, I'm gonna use my hammock and string it from this pole to that pole. See what happens. Let's try setting up the hammock. You hungry? You want your food? You sit. This dude is 7 months. He just cracked 50 pounds and he still is like a little hyena. I'm not toying with him. He just, okay, hang on. I'm getting dizzy from that. Sit, stay, stay where you are. You stay. Show them that you're good and you listen. Stay, stay. Show them that you're good. Stay, stay, stay. You stay. We've been working on this. You stay. Show everyone that you're good. Stay. No. Stay. You stay. 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 Good boy. There you go. Good boy. Correction, it's 20 by 40 total. It's 2 20 by 20 tents. So we got 20 feet that way, 40 feet this way between the 2 tents. So I wonder if it'll stretch 20 feet. So I've never actually slept in this hammock. This is the Anortec. I got this on Amazon 2, maybe 3 years ago. Uncle Canada had one that he would bring on our fly fishing hiking trips and some of our camping trips. And stuff sack weighs like 2 pounds, and it actually makes a pretty good pillow just out in the field if I'm just trying to lay up against a tree and not using it for whatever reason. So yeah, I think it was less than $30. Again, I've never slept in it. Tony, hey Tony, Random Adventures 2.0 would probably think it's a sin to try and sleep in one of these hammocks. That's just meant for leisure. But I've taken a couple field naps in this thing just in the middle of my days, and it's very, very comfortable. I'd rather sleep in a hammock than sleep on the ground. If this works, I'll be stoked, honestly, because I really would rather not sleep on the ground. It's literally the perfect length. Is it? That is what she said. Thank you. That's my fiance, soon-to-be wife. It's the perfect length. Don't think I can get it up much higher because that's where like the sidewalls for the tent kind of come down, but let's see if I can get in this and I'm far enough off the ground. Sleep on. Okay. Yes, that is on video. Hello. I don't have the energy and strength for this right now. I'm just sitting on the ground. Okay, let's readjust this, and I'll get back to you in 1 second, please, and thank you. Hi, Zero. Zero. Well, he loves me, though. You're a good boy. Did you tell him how big you are now? Did you tell him how big you are? Okay. Please laugh at my expense. Please. Please, I'm begging you. Somebody has to get some joy out of this. Let's try this again. Not guaranteeing success, but... I don't have the patience to do any of this right now. So the problem here is that the length is perfect, but I can't get the supports up high enough because of all these ratchet straps and the way the sidewalls and the lights and the straps to hold the canvas roof on won't allow me to go any higher. The poles are moving in like 8 inches to a foot. As soon as I put weight on it, they come in, so it shortens the width. All right, well, I tried just about every angle, adjusted the length and whatnot. It's still gonna pull in a bit, but I think this one might be the golden ticket. Let's see. Yeah, it's still pulling in. I'm afraid to just let go. Oh, there we go. Hang on, let's see. It just keeps pulling in, but it'll take my weight. Oh! I am off the ground. Well, I'm off the ground like a foot. That's about as good as it's gonna get, though. From the bottom of my buttocks to the ground is probably 8 inches at the most, but I'm suspended. My head is higher than my feet, so I'm gonna take this route, I suppose. Normally big oak trees or whatever we're tying up to in the middle of the bush don't move as much as these, and if they do, you don't feel it, but as this thing rocks and as I get in and out, I can not only see, but feel it coming in, and I know it's like 4-inch steel pipe, and there's like 1/8-inch steel wire supporting it, you know, all that good accoutrement. As this thing moves back and forth, I also feel it moving like laterally and horizontally and on its axis, x-axis and y-axis. So it almost feels like I'm on a boat. I don't really get motion sickness or any of that kind of stuff in like a swell or waves or when I'm on the water, but this is kind of giving me like, it feels like I'm just doing 360s, but also like vertically and horizontally, like just spinning in circles in every direction, and even moving like that is okay. Well, with a sleeping bag and a couple pillows, at least I'm off the ground. All right, well, we are set up for sleep. I know I'm just not myself. I'm not anxious or depressed, really. Like, it's not core depression, anxiety, pressure. Nothing's like affecting me. Nothing is really like bringing me down per se, but so much stuff has happened in the past couple weeks that's just kind of bogged me down. Let me get food set up here in a bit, and we'll sit down and have a conversation about it. Thank you to my beautiful fiance. She's only gonna be my fiance for 17 more days. For the great idea. Really, I was about to give up on the hammock. Don't have the patience or the time tonight, and came out and helped me, and we worked every angle and across the way, and whoever thought a hammock would be so scientific. So dinner is served. So we had a super non-traditional wedding. Did it in our backyard. Let me clarify. We haven't been married yet. We're getting married in a very small private ceremony Tuesday, October 8th. Just her mom and stepdad, then my dad and my great aunt who essentially raised me. Our buddy who is an ordained minister is gonna actually marry us. And I believe we're gonna have the dogs there. So very small, very private. Rented a tent, chairs, tables, got linens, centerpieces, all the decorations, party favors. We did little succulents. So everyone gets a plant to grow our love. 100 bottles of wine, every kind of soda and beer imaginable. every kind of canned alcoholic beverage they make, from the Trulies to the Jack Daniel, Jack and Coke sodas. Our big idea for years and years as we planned all of this was ballpark food. We love going to bowling alleys and getting dinner, carnival food, going to the Tribe game. We had bacon cheeseburgers with all the trimmings, hot dogs, chicken tenders, pretzels with cheese, mozzarella sticks, French fries, all kinds of desserts, cookies, veggie trays. So for dinner tonight, I've got a veggie tray, pretzels and marinara, chicken tenders, a bunch of cookies, and a Pepsi left over from the wedding. And I'm very much looking forward to eating this because I didn't get to enjoy much of it the night of the party. All the cliches about wedding prep and planning are true. Every single cliche. This is really good, by the way. When they say that everybody else makes the wedding day and party about them, 100% correct. The overwhelming majority of our guests and family and friends were absolutely pleasant, beyond generous, and we felt so loved and cared for and special and important to people. The same way we like to treat people when it's their time to celebrate. But that small majority really made me see the side of people that I've always kind of kept under the surface and knew, but never really came to light on a personal note to the where it was off-putting. So doing all the work ourselves, dealing with all the vendors ourselves, curating everything. We did all the setup ourselves, all the teardown ourselves. Went and bought all the booze and soda, all the desserts and snacks. Dealt with all the catering to help them set it up. The only thing we did not do was set up the tent. Still had to set up the tables and chairs. Anything to save a few bucks. We literally did everything by hand. Trying to save a few bucks and doing things ourselves sounded great on paper, but if we spent $20 and had to do all the work ourselves and could have spent $25 and not had to do half as much, I recommend going the extra mile, I promise you that. Still was a great party though. We invited 100 people, our closest friends and family, and just outside that first circle, and it went honestly swimmingly. Jessica's family's all from St. Louis. My family and friends are all from Cleveland. So we were going to do this party here and then have another get-together in St. Louis because asking 30 some odd people to travel from St. Louis to Cleveland is a big ask. She didn't know about it, but I invited all of her friends and family, 30 some odd people. About 20 people came from St. Louis, stayed here, showed up Friday afternoon. She was completely surprised, bawling her eyes out, happy, had no idea anybody was coming. Just absolutely magical. We're very, very grateful that they all came and helped, and we're just here for, pretty much 3 full days. Probably the best surprise and best wedding gift I could give my best friend, my love of my life, my future wife. I don't think I can ever top it. They stopped in Dayton, Ohio, about 6 hours of the way into a 10-hour drive. They're about 3.5 hours from Cleveland. Stopped to eat lunch. She got out of the car, Grandma, and fell, broke her hip and femur in 3 places, had to have emergency surgery. They're all trapped down in Dayton still to this day. This all happened Thursday afternoon. It's now Monday evening. They're all still in Dayton. On top of it, Jessica's mother then contracted COVID while down there, so now she's stuck in a hotel room by herself. Her stepdad's been back and forth taking care of his mother, 94, in the hospital, who had hip surgery. His wife is back in the hotel with COVID. Just an absolute nightmare. Absolute nightmare. So on top of it, the convoy was split up. We didn't know if they were going to be able to make it to town or not. An absolute nightmare. Absolute nightmare. I'm very tired. I'm very worn out. I'm not depressed or down in the dumps, but hindsight's 20/20. So when I said before that I'm not myself, I'm just very worn down, very tired, very relieved that everything went extraordinarily well. Exactly what we wanted. The food, exactly what we wanted. The party and the guests, small, informal, casual, but still very nice and very well put together, all of that. Everything went perfect. Jessica looked absolutely beautiful. I can't wait to see her in her actual wedding dress. Probably die just witnessing how beautiful she is. What are you doing? So I'm just tired. I'm just a little tired. Now is as good a time as any to tell you. What do I tell you every week? Every Thursday at 6 p.m. I tell you the same thing. Right down here, there's a button that says subscribe. It looks like a sausage. You click it, you're subscribed. Next to it, left side, west side, north side, south side, Australian upside down side. There's a little bell. It looks like a pepper, like bell peppers. That's why I say that. Subscribe sausage, bell peppers, sausage and peppers, subscribe bell. You click that, you're subscribed. You click that, you get notifications. I upload a new video every Thursday, 6 p.m. You're the first person to get the virtual sausage and peppers. I'm not going to say any more because you already know. I told you again just now. Also want to take a second and give a big thank you and outpouring of love to all of you that have supported the channel. Here are your names. The list has grown quite a bit recently. There's been a big influx of coffee donations and merchandise orders, so I really sincerely appreciate all of you so very much. Even if you've never donated or bought anything, I appreciate you just the same, but I got to give a special shout out to all of you. In the description of every video, there's a link that says Buy Me a Coffee. Just a small, simple, easy way to support the channel if you choose. Thank you all so much for the support. Just a small way to support the channel, but I appreciate every single one of your contributions nonetheless. Also down below is a merchandise link. Stickers, shirts, and hoodies. It's actually getting down into the 50s at night. Next week, the highs here are only in the mid to low 60s, so hoodie weather's coming up. Very high quality shirts, hoodies, and stickers available right now. Just thank you all for being here too. You don't have to financially support the channel to make me feel loved and appreciated. I hope you guys all feel the same. You know how much you all mean to me. Thank you for everything. Oh, very grazie. I myself struggle with depression, anxiety, PTSD, trauma, different forms of substance abuse. If you go through any of those things yourself, you are not alone. People do understand. Maybe they're not in your exact shoes, but we all wear the same size shoe. We all wear shoes. I will help you any way that I possibly can. Down in the description of every video is my email and my Instagram. If you want to get in touch with me, if you need a friend, you need advice, you need me to point you in the direction of resources, you just want to vent or talk to somebody, I will be your friend. I will help you any way that I possibly can. You can count on it. Ask around. The proof and results are in the pudding. I respond to every YouTube comment, every email, every Instagram comment, every message. Any way people want to get in touch with me, whether it's just to say, hi, how you doing? You're an idiot. What's your sausage and peppers recipe? Or I'm struggling and I don't know what to do. I will be there for you any way that I possibly can. Well, this should be nice and comfortable tonight. I'm glad that I'll be a decent way off the ground. Zero. You want to sleep out here with me? If I bring your bed out here, will you sleep right next to me? You want to stay out here and camp with Dad? You haven't camped with me in a while. You want to? Do you want to camp with Dad? Maybe, we'll see. Just past 10 o'clock. I'm getting pretty tired. Set up the hammock and lay in there, try and get ready for sleep. I do have to say, I really like the ambiance of the lights. It's very kind of relaxing and soothing. Not too bad of a setup for backyard though. Hammock's nice. Got a couple pillows, got my sleeping bag. Should get down to the low 60s, high 50s tonight. Maybe a little dewy, and it is supposed to rain past like 4 a.m. So I'm hoping I don't get dripped on. When it was raining last night and today while we were cleaning stuff up, this thing does have some holes in it. I wouldn't say like a downpour, but significant enough that there were plenty of drops coming through the tent. I think I'm going to turn these lights off though, and I'll just use the O light because no way am I going to be sleeping when it's like a bonanza fest out here, but definitely like the ambiance. And for a backyard party, it was very well lit. Well, sometimes out here we use these big outdoor couch cushions and the dogs like to lay on them, so set this up for him. I'm going to shut off these lights and get in my bed and see if he wants to accommodate me as puppy accoutrement. Zizi, Zero, sit. Good boy, give me your paw. Give me your paw. Good boy, give me your other paw. Good boy. Do you want to go camp with Dad? You want to sleep out here with me? Sit. Stay. 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 It's okay, you stay. Good boy, stay. Good boy. Well, if it starts to rain, we'll help pitter patter on the roof of the tarp, the ceiling, the whatever. Should be nice and relaxing, but if I start to get dripped on, I didn't think it was necessary. I knew it was going to rain, but if I start to get dripped on, that'll be obnoxious. Come here. Come here, good boy. Here, lay down. You go sleep with Dad, you lay down. I'm right here. I know. It's different, huh? You can't come in here with me, though. But it's just Dad. You remember camping? It's been a couple months since we went camping. Come on, lay down. Lay down. It's okay. No play. It's not time to play no play. No, lay down. Let's go night-night. Come on. I'm out here snuggled in for the night. No reason to get up and do anything else. Gonna scroll aimlessly on the internet like most Americans do before bed, and that's definitely gonna help me sleep. If anything interesting happens, I will update you throughout the night and go from there. I'm just hoping this guy will settle in and enjoy a nice evening. So, past 11 o'clock now. I'm gonna try and stay off my phone. Try to shut my eyes and go to bed. Nice and cool out. A little warmer than I thought it was gonna be. Tiny bit humid because of the rain and the rain incoming, but try and hit the hay, I suppose. So it's like almost 5 a.m. It's been pouring hardcore since like 2:30. I know. Good boy. It's okay. Dad's right here. I'm right here. I know, Lola. I know. Good boy. But I've stayed dry. So has Zizi. So I'm honestly just gonna go back to bed till my alarm goes off, which is my normal work alarm. So I'll check in with you guys then. Nothing interesting happened. I actually slept pretty well, but figured I'd check in now because I just woke up. Zero just got up. This is about his normal time, between 5 and 6 he's awake, so everything's been smooth. Pouring rain, but I'm gonna go back to bed. Check in with you in a bit. All right, good boy. All right, good boy, I know. All right, let Dad get up. Good morning. I actually slept really long and really well. I'm pretty much awake now. It's broad daylight. Gonna get up and take all this down because they're supposed to be here between 8:30 and 9 to take the tent and chairs and tables. I don't know if that still stands even though it's raining really hard, but I want to be cleared out before they get here. I'm talking like I'm stealth camping, but it's my own backyard and I just have to take all my gear inside. So we get up, we'll take all this down and sign off, but very pleasant. Very, very pleasant. And the rain really did help. No bite. And he did a good job too. Camp is taken down. I gotta go get ready for work. Make some coffee, get in the shower. Very nice and relaxing, simple, easy camp. I appreciate all of you being here with me. I actually slept pretty good. Got a little chilly, so I'm a little frosty nips, but very moist as well. It's been pouring rain all night, but the pitter patter really helped on the tent, so thank you guys for being here with me as always. Again, contact information and everything's down below in the description. I'm here if you need me. You know where to find me. Much love to all of you for being here. You know how much I appreciate you. Bye, Zero. Zero loves all of you. Good boy. Thank you all again so much for being here. Much love to all of you, and we will see you on the next one.